ya. Yeah, break the wall down. What is up, y'all? It is another edition of Trouble in Paradise. It is yours truly, Brett Paradise, coming at you with another. We are live from Southside, right here. Cheesecake Factory is right in front of me. I am a man about town. Sasha Fierce holding the microphone and the camera for me on another edition of Trouble in Paradise. Love you guys. Check this out. Okay, so before I get to Bret Hart, because I've been promising Bret Hart to talk about him today, and for the past 3 episodes now, because we're on episode 27 now, I've been promising to talk about Bret Hart. We're going to get to him. But first, just want to get a couple of... I brought my bullet points, because normally good promos, you have at least the bullet points that you want to talk about. Now, real quick, we're going to go over Trouble in Paradise. We're going to go over Dynamite real quick. Now, I want to say thank you to the Young Bucks, because they put over Private Party. Private Party being the young tag team. I love those guys. Young Bucks are still going to come off strong. They look good. Private Party looks good. You got a good start. I love where it's going on. Cody Rhodes, oh my God, what a promo leading up to Full Gear did he pull on Jericho when he sat there and said how AEW is the Ellis Island of wrestling, where creative freedom is a real possibility. That was fantastic. And he talked about silver spoons being put in people's mouths. And he said, well, Chris, your dad was a hockey player for the New York Rangers. We ate from the same table with the same silver spoon. It was beautiful. Mwah. Masterfully well done. C'est magnifique, les compétents. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay, we got Jon Moxley. Now, Jon Moxley at Full Gear with Kenny Omega. Boom. They beat the shit out of each other. That's right. It was brutal. It was awesome. Go look it up. I promise you, it is worth it. Now, let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, Inner Circle at it again. They got after it with the old-time Rock and Roll Express. And then Ricky Morton pulls the suicide dive through the ropes on the last episode of Dynamite. Fantastic. That's all I got for that. Now, moving on. Monday Night Raw, Paul Heyman. Swear to God, he is slowly approaching Bobby Heenan territory in terms of manager. He has become one of the greatest of all time. If not, he's right there with Heenan. I'm telling you. And I know Sasha Fierce doesn't like to hear that, and there's a lot of people that don't. But I'm telling you right now. That story arc, the Rusev, I've said about that before. Shayna Baszler, she is actually older than you think, but she looks good, and she is a legit ass kicker. There's no doubt about it. Street Profits and Viking Raiders, what I wanted to say about that is the tag teams are looking strong. And Brock versus Rey Mysterio, come on. And once again, main event of the show is, of course, Bray Wyatt. The Firefly Funhouse gets better every week. Now, one guy I wanted to talk about real quick was Vader, and Vader is not in the Hall of Fame. Now, here's why. Now, listen, real quick. Originally started out as Bull Power Leon White in AWA. We all know that, okay? Now, Bischoff, after Vader Leon White spent a stint in Japan, he brought him in as the Big Van Vader. He had the big like shoulder pad with the mask on and stuff. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was good, but then he started to get a little too cartoony once Hogan showed up. Big surprise. Hogan pulled the power play, kind of cut the legs off of Vader. Comes to WWF. They brought him in as a monster, but then Shawn pulled his Lost My Smile kind of garbage, cut the legs off of him again. But 1996 SummerSlam, that was still an excellent match, even though, like I said, he got the legs cut off of him. And then he kind of softened up, and then he had some health problems, and he died in 2018. I don't see why he is not in the Hall of Fame. Let's face it, folks. I mean, you talk about a guy with tenure, with intimidation, with working main event, as I had explained to Sasha Fierce so many times. You're talking about a guy that is more than deserving of being in the Hall of Fame without question, and hopefully, maybe, possibly, if Vince Landia plays their cards right, or if they do the right thing, they will bring him in in the class of 2020 at WrestleMania this year. That's the way that I feel. Although rumored speculation, or maybe I'm just making this up as Brett Paradise's bold prediction. What you should do in 2020 is just elect and induct Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, kayfabe. Undertaker by himself, class of 2020, nobody else but him. I promise you, you talk about a ratings and money grab, you put The Undertaker in the Hall of Fame by himself. I guarantee that that's a graver. But the fact of the matter is the point, getting off point though, Vader in the Hall of Fame, I don't see why this isn't possible. He's got to be the posthumous guy. I think it's something that I really wanted to get across, at least today on this edition of Trouble in Paradise. Now, looks like that is all for today, at least for this episode of Trouble in Paradise. Once again, my apologies to Bret the Hitman Hart. I guess we'll have to wait for the atomic drop, Russian leg sweep, fist from the second rope into the sharpshooter for another time, right? I guess so. It's been another edition of Trouble in Paradise. Like, share, and subscribe. And I think we have to get to the layers. Oh, did I show you? Cody Rhodes. Look at it. I got my hair just like Cody Rhodes. You got to remember that, Silver Spoon. You got to remember that because you come from the same silver spoon as I do. And guess what? That, my friends, is just too sweet. Holler at your boy. Like, share, and subscribe. Trouble in Paradise. I'm out.